So this video starts in front of the house where I filmed the perimeter block interior part of the video. I'll walk around the block and I'll talk about some of the principles that we use when designing perimeter blocks. So if you just have a look at the facade of this block, you see that most houses face the street, face the public space, and they all have their doors and windows facing out, which creates a very active edge to the block, which is one of the qualities that we look for when creating lively neighborhoods. So I'll just move now towards the end of the block and we'll talk about different plot size. I'm now at the corner of Silver Road with Howard Street, and you can see the row of houses, terrace house that I was just talking about. And at this corner here we have a slightly bigger plot which can accommodate a different building type and in this case a different use as well. So this block becomes then a block with a mixed use. So we have residential use over there, and at the corner in a bigger plot we have a local pub and a restaurant. I'll now walk towards Golden Road and we'll talk about corner plots. I'm now at the corner of Golden Road with Howard Street, and as you can see, this is it's a corner plot and it's a residential use, and it's well arranged to provide surveillance towards Howard Street because you only have windows opening to it, and also surveillance but also activity towards Golden Road because you then have the doors of the house opening to the road. And as we move around along Golden Road, you see that there are different building types, still residential use, but different building types that were built at a later stage. So in the same block you can accommodate different building types. You can have bigger house that can accommodate let's say bigger families. You can have smaller units. Some of these buildings will have a side entrance, some won't have anything, but will have a front garden, which makes the point for the need to get some space for people to place their bins. We have nowadays, each house has a combination of 2 or 3 bins, as you can see in this ones here, and most houses will have a cycle parking of some sort at the front, especially the ones that haven't got a side entrance. So all these are people's needs that need to be thought about and need to be accommodated when you are designing this type of block. So I'll walk towards the end of the street now. Just before that, here's a common problem in these areas where people park their cars on the pavement, which leave hardly any space for the pedestrians. We are now arriving at the corner of Golden Road with Barnett Street, and this is an area where you can see that there was no preoccupation about leaving any windows or opening any doors towards this space. So there's very little activity and hardly any surveillance, which makes the area not very comfortable to walk around, especially at night. As we turn around into Barnett Street, you can see that the corner plots are also very inactive, because there are walls separating the houses from the public space, and the houses were hardly designed to look that space. So just make sure that when you have narrow blocks such as this one that we are going around, you still have a row of houses like the ones you can see there that generates a certain amount of activity, so everyone is feels comfortable walking around, and you have movement of people on and off. We are now going back to the starting point, and just make sure you walk around and experience how does it feel to walk in a neighborhood where most of the houses are facing the public space, where you have active edges in most of the blocks, and just see how you feel.